Navigating the Landscape of Cybersecurity, Accidental Data Disclosure and Malware Threats, Part 1. In the realm of cybersecurity, two significant challenges that organizations face are accidental data disclosure and malware threats. In this comprehensive article, we will explore these issues, understand their implications, and delve into effective preventive measures. Accidental data disclosure, a common cybersecurity challenge. Accidental data disclosure poses a substantial risk to organizations, often stemming from human error rather than malicious intent. This occurs when a user unintentionally shares sensitive information with external parties, leading to potential data breaches and other detrimental consequences. Let's dissect the stages involved in an accidental data disclosure incident. Initial compromise. The process typically begins with a user, often within a business, who intends to send an email or share a document. The user has access to sensitive data that should remain confidential. Malware deployment, not applicable. In the context of accidental data disclosure, the focus is on the unintentional sharing of data rather than the deployment of malware. Lateral movement, not applicable. Accidental data disclosure incidents are usually not driven by malicious intent, eliminating the need for lateral movement considerations. Evade detection and security response, not applicable. Unlike intentional cyber threats, accidental data disclosure incidents typically do not involve attempts to evade detection or security response. Action on objectives. This is where the accidental data disclosure occurs. The user mistakenly sends an email or shares a document containing sensitive data with an external party due to a simple mistake, such as selecting the wrong recipient or attaching the wrong file. The impact of accidental data disclosure. Accidental data disclosure can have severe consequences, including data breach. Exposing sensitive information to unauthorized parties can lead to a data breach. Reputation damage. Loss of trust from customers and partners can harm a business's reputation. Legal consequences. Depending on the data's nature and regulatory requirements, businesses may face legal penalties. Financial loss. Remediation costs, such as investigating the incident and notifying affected parties, can be substantial. Preventing accidental data disclosure. To mitigate the risk of accidental data disclosure, organizations can adopt proactive measures. Employee training. Regular training sessions should educate employees about proper data handling, emphasizing the importance of double-checking email recipients. Data classification. Implement data classification policies to clearly identify sensitive data, reducing the likelihood of accidental sharing. Email filters. Employ email filtering solutions capable of detecting potential data leaks and alerting users before sending sensitive information. Encryption. Encrypt sensitive data at rest and in transit to ensure protection even if it's accidentally disclosed. Data loss prevention, DLP. Tools. Deploy DLP tools that monitor and prevent the unauthorized sharing of sensitive data. Access controls. Limit access to sensitive data to those who need it for their roles, reducing the chances of accidental sharing. Malware threats, a persistent cybersecurity menace. While accidental data disclosure is often a result of human error, malware threats pose a more deliberate and malicious danger to organizations. Let's break down the stages involved in a typical malware threat. Initial compromise. Malware threats often begin with the infiltration of a system through various means, such as phishing emails, malicious websites, or infected software. Malware deployment. Once inside the system, the malware deploys and establishes a foothold, allowing it to carry out its malicious activities. Lateral movement. Malware seeks to expand its influence within the system, moving laterally to compromise additional devices and networks. Evade detection and security response. Malware is designed to operate covertly, avoiding detection by security measures and delaying responses to its presence. Action on objectives. The ultimate goal of malware is to execute its intended malicious actions, which can include data theft, system disruption, or other harmful activities. The impact of malware threats. Malware threats can have severe consequences, including data exfiltration. Malware may be designed to steal sensitive data, leading to potential breaches. System disruption. Malicious activities can disrupt normal system operations, causing downtime and productivity loss. Financial loss. The costs associated with remediation, system restoration, and potential legal consequences can be substantial. Reputation damage. Organizations may suffer reputational harm due to the negative impact on customers and stakeholders. Preventing malware threats. To defend against malware threats, organizations can implement effective preventive measures, security awareness. Training. Educate employees about phishing, social engineering, and other tactics used by attackers to deploy malware. Advanced endpoint protection. Implement advanced endpoint protection solutions that can detect and block malware before it can compromise systems. Regular software updates. Keep all software and systems up to date with the latest security patches to address known vulnerabilities. Network segmentation. Segmenting networks can limit the lateral movement of malware, preventing it from spreading across the entire infrastructure. Incident response plan. Develop and regularly test an incident response plan to ensure a swift and effective response to malware incidents. User privilege management. Restrict user privileges to minimize the impact of a malware infection and prevent unauthorized access. Conclusion. Accidental data disclosure and malware threats are two significant challenges in the ever-evolving landscape of cybersecurity. By understanding the stages, impact, and preventive measures associated with these issues, organizations can fortify their defenses and create a robust cybersecurity posture.